When it comes to maintaining a consistent study schedules, many students struggle to stay on track. This is because of distractions. Number one is distraction. Because when you actually sit down to study, before you know it, you find yourself scrolling through social media. If you're not on Facebook, you're on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, you're on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, you're on WhatsApp. And before you know it, now you try to leave social media, get to see yourself replying mails. You are not replying mails, you are replying texts from a loved one or whatsoever, and before you find out, you have wasted enough and precious time on non-essentials. Also, another factor there again is procrastination. A lot of students tend to procrastinate a lot. They feel that this information is going to probably be absorbed into their memory even when they don't read. They try to procrastinate the time for their study. They say, okay, we'll shift it to tomorrow they shift it to next, and the more you continue shifting, the more these workloads keep piling up for you. They must always be waiting for you, and that is why in this video I'm going to show you 4 ways I just discovered that will always help you remember what you have studied and to also make you stay consistent in your study schedules. But before we continue, my name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science, and in my channel I help students level up their academic game. I share tips and tricks that will help you study, always remember what you have studied, and always pass your exam in flying colors. And above that, I also talk about scholarship opportunities in Nigeria and also in abroad. So if you love content like this, don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can also help me grow. And in this video today, I'm going to show you how you can study consistently without taking a break. What I mean is that I'm not talking about you sitting down to study for a long period of time, because if you watch my videos, there's a method I always talk about, which is the Pomodoro technique. I don't actually encourage sitting down to study for stretch, but I'm going to show you how you can be able to study consistently. That means you'll be able to study on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday without actually procrastinating your study time. So watch the video to the end, because what I'll be sharing to you today are unique stuffs that you cannot find them anywhere. So number one is that you have to block out time for your studies. You know, a lot of students don't actually have study timetable. Now this study timetable, we used to call it reading timetable actually. This reading timetable are actually helpful because it tends to tell you when you are supposed to study. Let's say you keep out 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock every day. Those times are very, very helpful, because the moment it gets to 7 o'clock, just like I said, block out time for your studies. The moment it gets to 7 p.m., you get to know that that is your study time. Whatever you are doing at that particular time, wherever you are, you start rushing home, because you know that the moment it is 7 o'clock, that means it is your study time. If you are dedicated to that particular time, you get to find out that it will not happen naturally. You start feeling that whenever it's 7 o'clock, you will start studying wherever you are. The second is that you have to break down large tasks into smaller manageable chunks. You know, a lot of times you want to study let's say you want to study chemistry, and you just feel you want to start studying the chemistry, all the chemistry as a course in one day. It doesn't work that way. For you to be able to actually study the whole of your chemistry textbook, or or the particular top course outline for that semester, what you have to do is that after preparing your study timetable and you have chemistry that particular day, always make sure you study chapters by chapter. You can decide to study a particular chapter today, get everything that chapter is talking about, and you chill for that particular day. You get, so you have to break down these studies into smaller manageable goals, either topic by topic or paragraph by paragraph. You understand? Paragraph by paragraph, which should lead you to topic by topic. You don't have to force yourself to cram all the topics in one day, because your brain will surely break down if you try to do so. The third on the list is that you have to stay organized. You cannot read in a disorganized place. I always say it in my video. In fact, if the disorganization starts from your environment. If your environment is disorganized, you'll not be able to study. You get, and your table also, if your table is disorganized, you won't also be able to concentrate on that particular course or topic, on that particular course you are studying for that day. So for you to stay organized is that you must always declutter your table. If your table is filled with different books, make sure you arrange it and keep only the book you'll be studying for that particular day on your table. This will help your brain become so focused, and will also make you organized. Because the moment you are not organized, you are disorganized, and if you are disorganized, you will not be able to concentrate on your book, and that disorganization will bring a lot of distractions to you. The last on the list is that you have to know what works for you and sticking to it. You know, this particular aspect I kept it to the last because a lot of students don't actually understand that you have to actually calm down and study yourself as a book, study yourself as a human being, study yourself as a book, and know what works for you. There are some people that don't study in the evening, despite the fact I say that you have to prepare your study timetable and start studying from 7 p.m. or the rest. There are some people that cannot study in the evening. The only time they can study is the early hours of the day. That is probably from 2 o'clock to 5, or from 1 o'clock to 4 a.m. That's the time they like studying. You have to know what works for you. Don't go and follow your friend because you see your friend going to study in the library in the afternoon. There are some people that cannot study in the afternoon, so you must know who you are. Are you a daytime reader? Are you a nighttime reader? Or are you a morning reader? You must know what works for you and stick to it, because the moment you know what works for you and stick to it, it will help your study time become so seamless, and you find yourself being consistent on it. Because if you go and follow your friend and study in the afternoon when the afternoon time is not for you, get to find out that you will be struggling to always meet up in the afternoon study. So you have to know what works for you. If you're a morning reader, try to always utilize your morning and stick to it. That is just it. And again, you have to believe in progress and not the end result. A lot of people don't believe in the process. You understand? They say believe in the process or progress and not perfection. A lot of people don't actually want to follow the process. They just want to go and get the end result. It doesn't work that way. As someone who is trying to be consistent in his or her study time, you have to believe in the process, you have to believe in the progress. You get, there are a lot of times you will want to read, you get, maybe you read on Monday, read on Tuesday, and you probably couldn't read on Wednesday. You don't have to feel bad, you get, because this is something you are just trying to learn. Always remember that habit is formed in 21 days. I assure you, if you can be able to study consistently for 21 days, you get, it will become an habit in you. But you don't have to feel bad that probably you miss a day. You get, don't always focus your life on the end result or on the perfection that, oh, I read in 1 week stretch. You get, don't focus on that. Just believe on the process. Just appreciate yourself for every day you have been consistent, and you get to find out that your brain will be happy to always allow you flow. You understand? Your brain will be happy to allow you flow and always remind you whenever it is time to study. So that is just it on the various ways you can be consistent on your study schedules. The first one I said is that you have to block out time for your study. That's a dedicated study time. The second is that you have to break down large tasks into smaller manageable chunks. The third is that you have to stay organized, and the fourth is that you have to know what works for you and stick to it. So that is just it. Drop it in the comment section which one you are currently trying, or you wish to start with, and also tell me in the comment section anywhere you're having academic problem, and I will be so glad to help you. If you love this video, also don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I'll drop these videos like this. Also don't forget to share this video to your friends so that they can come here and get value. And to help my video reach a lot of people like you, please don't forget to hit on the like button so that it will push the algorithm to show these videos to a lot of people like you, and so that they can come here and get value and to help me grow. And until I see you in my next video, remember that you're wonderful, remember that you're unique, and remember that you're a pace setter. I really love you.